Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. This is Sinag and welcome to a new reading vlog. So in this video, we're going to read books that has cats in it. So I am a cat person. For me personally, cats are my comfort and I love my cats and I love reading about cats. And in this one, I look at my TBR, see whether I have any cat books out there. So I finally found some. This reading vlog will be kind of a comfort reading vlog for me because I just want to feel comforted right now in this time of my life. And so I'm currently reading the Traveling Cat Chronicles, and I actually finished the second story because there's a prologue and I think 4 stories, and then, or at least, because okay, so this one we have a cat, so we have a point of view of the cat and I loved it, and the prologue made me cry. Because of that, I decided to wait or at least finish the book before I talk about it. This is about a cat, so his name is Nana, and she actually was a stray at first. He's a stray cat, and then situation happened wherein Satoru adopted him. That prologue made me very emotional, and then something happened, we don't know yet what, but Satoru needed someone to adopt Nana because of reason. So I have an idea of what that reason is right now, but I don't know if that is the actual reason because we're still at the halfway mark in this book. The first 2 stories or the first 2 chapters that I've read after that prologue, we get to see Satoru goes to his former or his best friends when he was in middle school or elementary, and then when he was in high school, or no, junior high school. So we get to see him look around whether the situation or his friend's situation or his friends can take care of Nana. And along the way, we get to see flashbacks from their childhood as well. And we get to see different situations or different life things. This is the reason why I don't want to talk about it right now, early on, because I still don't, I kind of know what we're going into or where this book is going to lead, but I feel like this is much more, or at least for me personally, as the type of reader that I am, I will appreciate it more after reading the whole thing and then looking at it and then looking at these cases in a bigger picture, because right now every chapter we have different friend or different situation wherein Satoru goes to this person and kind of talk to them and then have flashbacks and then see whether Nana was meant to be with them. So I also like that we get commentary from Nana because his commentary is very refreshing, and I just love the direct to the point thing of him, and he's very snarky and very sarcastic as well. And so far I like that Satoru and Nana were able to give advice to the people that they are visiting, and I think that's where it is going to lead. I'm just going to say what I thought right now. I think my prediction is that Satoru was going to move around for his job, or I don't know for his job, but he's going to move around and he's going to not settle in a single home na, because from the context clues that I got from his auntie, the reason why she doesn't want to have a cat when she adopted Satoru, if you want to know the exact details or the exact reason as to why all of these are happening, I highly suggest you read this book. And even though I have not yet finished it, I'm already recommending it na, because this book makes me think and it gives cozy vibes. And yeah, so anyway, let's go back to what I'm saying. What do you call this? So they gave the first, or Satoru's first cat away because his auntie, this is spoilers pala, his auntie was kind of moving a lot for her job, so they can't root themselves in one place, so their lifestyle will not be perfect or suitable, or suitable for a cat. So I think that's what's going to happen in here, because because after 5 years of being with Nana, he is searching for other people, or people for other people to take care of her. So that's my thing. And then the fact that we have, because this one is kind of a road trip adventure book, at least for Nana and Satoru, because they are in a road. They are doing the road trip and going to their to different locations in the country. And from the last chapter that I've read, because I've read the last chapter that I've read about the farmer, Nana talked about this is the first time that he'd seen a Satoru's childhood home or childhood village or area, and then the first time he've seen a farm, the first time he've seen a body of water. So I think I think the ending will be just the two of them doing road trips, and Nana accompanying Satoru in his, I don't know if it's his job or if he just want to move around or do a lot of vacation, but Nana's going to accompany Satoru. So at least that's what my prediction on what's happening in this book. But I look forward to the next people that Satoru will visit. We get to see different lifestyle and different ways these people reacts and take care of other living beings, whether it is human, whether it is pets, and what are their beliefs, or and how their action speaks a lot despite them not speaking anything. I don't know if that makes sense, but I am just trying to be somehow kind of vague in this one, because I don't want to give all of the things that happen in here, because I highly suggest this book, and I think you would appreciate it more if I think you will appreciate it. I think you will appreciate it more if you read it by yourself, because at least for me, from what I have gathered so far in this book, it is based on my context, like it's based on my experiences, of my knowledge, of my things things in life. So we have different contexts or different things. So we have different, so I just don't want to affect too much or influence other people's reading, at least in this book, in that way, wherein I see other people having their own or forming their own conclusions, because I still am not sure, because just like what I said, I wanted to finish the book and look at the bigger picture to see if what I think is right or what I feel is right. But for me kasi, I think this book, aside from the coziness, I feel like it also shows, or at least unlock something inside you. It makes you think of life and caring for another life. I think I'm going to update you na next when I finish the book, because I don't want to spoil everything that I've read for each people that Satoru met. I'm loving it so far, and I can't wait to see or analyze, pick apart my emotions after reading this book. So I'm going to update you by then, and right now I'm just going to go and read some more. So that's all for me for this clip. See you later on the next clip. Bye-bye. So I finally finished the Traveling Cat Chronicles, but this is the first book that made me cry in 2023, and I just don't want to relive it anymore. But I was supposed to update you last night to give this review, but I'm a mess. So in this book, Satoru is searching for a new owner for Nana. So I have 5 chapters in here wherein we see the different destinations that Satoru and Nana go through for Satoru to find an owner for Nana. So we get to see 3 of his friends, and then 1 is his auntie. So I'm not going to spoil what happened here, but remember my prediction in the last clip? Well, I think that just solidifies that I'm a bit optimistic when it comes to things and future. So if you have read this book, you'll know what I mean. But I'm not going to spoil this to you. But I feel like a lot of people already know, or I feel like a lot of people already know what will happen at the end, or whether you have read this book already, or you just have a very good perception or good prediction on things. So but nonetheless, this one made me cry. It made me have all of the emotions at once, like I'm happy and I'm sad and I'm melancholic and I'm scared. So I really appreciate this book for making me feel things, and though I didn't appreciate that I cry because I didn't expect to cry. I go to this book or to this reading vlog because I want to feel comforted. Though this one is very comforting and has a hopeful touch to it. But I don't know if it is just me as a person, or it's just my personality, or me as a Pisces, but I am easily I'm very emotional and I can easily cry. So anyway, this is a very heartbreaking but at the same time hopeful book to read. It is one of my favorites na, and so that means I give it 5 stars, but I don't know if I can reread it. This is something that I will only reread for a specific mood or a specific time. I don't think I can reread it every year because usually my favorites or my favorite books, I reread them every year. So the great example for that is the Ice Planet Barbarian series or any from Ruby Dixon. But there are books just like this one wherein it's great, but because of who I am as a person, I easily I easily am hurt, or I feel the emotions too much that just like right now, I find it really hard to do this. And aside from that, because I also need to update the other reading vlogs that I am doing, because I already finished a lot of books after reading this one, because I just want to not banish, but I just don't want to feel the sadness anymore. So it usually reading books like this wherein I didn't expect to be sad or I didn't expect to cry, it takes a lot of energy for me, and so this is not going to be read every year, but is still one of my all-time favorite books. And I don't really want to spoil anything that happened near the end, because right after I told you, or right after I filmed the other clip, I read the rest of the book, and I think you can appreciate this more if you read this by yourself. I commend the author and the translator for their great work in the description and their words in general, because they really made me cry. And I really commend authors that write this type of books wherein the readers, or at least me, experience that intense emotion. And I don't know, it's very memorable for me because it is rare for a book, at least for me, it is a rare for a book to make me feel that the characters are real. I was able to feel the characters' emotions. I highly recommend this book. So at first I go into this book giggling and finding it amusing to read a POV from a cat, but then I end this book me finding this book hard to read because the tears are blocking my eyes so I can't read. Anyway, I highly recommend this book, and though I feel like you should read this book, or at least if you're like me who easily cries and or very emotional, I suggest that you read this book in a time wherein you are in an okay headspace. I love the relationship between Satoru and Nana, and the end is so heartbreaking but hopeful. So anyway, I'm just going to stop and I'm just going to tell you the next book that I read and finished for this reading vlog. That's how hurt I am after reading this book. I finished a lot of the books in my other reading vlogs. And the next book that I read for this reading vlog is Junji Ito's Cat Diary, Yon and Mew. So this is a manga from Junji Ito. So Junji Ito usually writes horror. He is a horror mangaka. And this one, this what do you call this book or this manga shows that illustrations can both be funny and scary at the same time, and I love it so much. And I don't know what to say more about this because it's kind of a slice of life situation, or the chapters in here are kind of slice of life, and it doesn't really have a linear flow or plot, but the one thing, or the I think number one thing that was kind of the hook of this book is the illustrations, because Junji Ito and his wife were the owners, obviously, of the two cats, Yon and Mew, and both of them, the humans in here, look scary. Not just them as well, but the other humans shown in this one, they look scary, just like his usual horror drawing, or drawing style. But the cats are what do you call this? They are their usual look, like they look like cats. But the humans look like the humans look like they come from a horror manga. So anyway, aside from that, I love the relationship of the owners, Junji Ito and his wife, to the cats. First, we get to see here Junji Ito kind of indifferent or kind of freaking out because he's not a cat person, and then slowly we get to see him enjoy or play with his cats, and it's just so fun to read. And though this book is very light and fun at the first, then the end happened. So this is a spoiler. So in the end, Yon died, and I'm just, why are these cat books like this? Because in the last book, in Traveling Cat Chronicles, there's also death in there. So why are there always death in anyway? So I still give this book 5 stars. I think this is a fun read for me, except the end. It's really refreshing to see a kind of slice of life and comedy, but with horror illustrations. So yeah, I highly recommend this manga. So this is going to be the end of this reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Please don't forget to click the like and subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell, so that you'll be the first to know when I upload things in this channel. So you can also follow and or add me in my socials shown in the screen and also in the description down below. So that's all for me for today. Please comment down below what are your favorite cat books, and if you have read any of these books that I have read in this reading vlog, comment down below what you thought about them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.